MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners baseball comes your way next. Justice Sheffield gets the ball for Seattle in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Into the box, Byron Buxton. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Byron Buxton.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Takes this the other way to right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I'm definitely interested in seeing Luis Arraez today. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
And here he is right on cue as the first pitch sinker misses to him. It's ball 1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Next to hit is Nelson Cruz. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2.
Now a drive by Cruz. Deep left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo home run from Nelson Cruz, number 25 for him on the year as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly just like that, and they take the lead.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson digging in now. Into center field, line drive base hit. So some success with 2 out keeps the inning alive for Miguel Sano.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
And stepping in, Miguel Sano, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Donaldson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Clips the corner of the zone with a sinker for a strike.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. Home half of the first coming up from T-Mobile Park. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. Michael Pineda is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
The next batter will be Evan White. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Mariners, the first baseman, Evan White.
And now pitch on the way. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
2-1 count now to the Mariners' leadoff batter. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
Buxton is right there, 1 down.
Batting second.
Striding in is Luis Torrens, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Sam Haggerty is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the 1st strike.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They still trail 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Andrelton Simmons.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Outside, that's ball. Hey.
Grounded down the 3rd baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Batting 7.
So bases are empty with 1 out now. And in to hit next will be Jake Cave. Grounder down the line at 3rd. And this will stay inside the 3rd base bag. A fair ball. Around 2nd now and headed for 3rd. And he'll get in there safely.
This is an easy decision for him to try for 3rd because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
Kyle Garlick is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Now the 1-1 pitch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from 3rd.
Batting 9. The catcher, Williams Astudillo.
That'll bring in Williams Astudillo as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0.
Boy, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
The 1-1 home. Garlick stands at first with one out. And a slider that time as this ball's hammered to deep left field. And that is the definition of a mistake pitch there as this ball is gone. A home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. His first home run of the season as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0.
Hey, you could tell as soon as the pitcher released that one, he almost wanted to pull it back. That thing popped right out of his hands, and that hitter's eyes lit up.
The center fielder, number 25.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's Byron Buxton now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He hit the ball hard but lined out to start the ball game. Swing and a little tapper. The 1-1 home.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
The batter, number 2.
Next, it'll be Luis Arias, grounded out in his last at-bat, as he'll take a look at ball one. 3 runs already home here. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the second inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A 2-run dinger off the bat of Nelson Cruz. His second of the game as they pile on. It's now 6-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Skied into straightaway right. Bishop is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Minnesota leads this one 6-0. At the plate now is Kyle Lewis, and Dero down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Next, it'll be Braden Bishop. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. And he fouls this one off. 0-1 count and the pitch. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Hey, this guy's so aggressive, I don't think this pitch is anywhere near the zone.
And he struck him out. So now to the plate, Donnie Walton. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. One and two, the count to the Mariners shortstop.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. They still find themselves down 6-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've obviously had a lot of success in terms of pushing across runs, and a big part of that, in his opinion, has been their pitch selection. In this game, they've swung at pitches outside of the strike zone less than 15% of the time, meaning the vast majority of their swings has been at pitches that they're more likely to handle and hit hard.
First baseman, number 22.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Miguel Sano.
Juan 10 is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Miguel Sano is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And right into the shift. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Up next for Minnesota.
Up next for Minnesota, Andrelton Simmons. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Simmons, the former Angel, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce. We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jake Cave.
So here's Jake Cave to the plate as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. 2-0 now.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Simmons, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Now into the box, Kyle Garlick looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. from the stretch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Lewis waits on it. And that will end the inning. One left for Minnesota, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch coming. Here it is. And they start him with one high and away for ball one.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying him.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo home run off the bat of J.P. Crawford. Home run number 5 on the year, and they're on the board at 6-1.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
The batter will be Shed Long Jr. as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. Head-to-head against Michael Pineda. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And low, it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Base is empty here with nobody out. And it's fouled away.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Fouled off. And that misses 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
3-2, full count. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
So here now is Ty France, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Popped up. Donaldson has a play. 2 gone. Next for Seattle, Evan White flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And the pitch. As it's on the ground toward the hole. Over to first, and that retires the side. M's draw a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. We're through 3 here in the Great Pacific Northwest. It's the Twins 6 and the Mariners 1. New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Williams Astudillo.
This is when you got to get selfish. You cannot get complacent or overconfident right here. These days don't happen often. When you got your foot on the accelerator.
A dive, but it's off his glove. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back
Up next for
fastballs.
Minnesota,
Hitter was able to keep his
second
hands
baseman,
through, deliver a nice
Luis
line drive.
Arias.
That'll bring up Luis Arias as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's going to fall. A base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
The right fielder.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Hit down the line at first. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, that's back-to-back off-speed pitches, and he wasn't biting on either. Now let's see if he goes back to the hard stuff or gives the softer stuff another shot.
And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. And now Josh Donaldson. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
All over that one, but a little out in
さん
front.
おはようございます。まだ6時半ですけどね。
Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
出だしからもう打たれまくってます
From
け
the
ど。
belt, kicks and deals.
うわ、
On
当
a
たんな
rope
い。
to the second baseman.
The first baseman, number 22.
Next, here is Miguel Sano. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
今でも14度しかないです
Set,
けど。
here it comes. Strike
外やったら
taken
これ
as the
10度もない
curveball
んちゃいま
drops
す
into the
か。
bottom part of the zone.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Now a third runner heading for the plate. Now the relay home, and he'll be tagged out heading toward the plate, and with that, the inning is over. So 2 runs on 4 hits here, no errors, and 1 man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Twins
まだでも
8
暑い
and the
方が
Mariners
自分
1.
的にいいんですけどね。寒いのほんま嫌ですね。
Into the box now, Luis Torrens.
まあ
As the
暑い
changeup
の
to
も
him
嫌や
drops in
け
there
ど、
for the first strike.
やっぱ寒いのに比べたらまだ暑い方がいいかもしれないですね。
80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and
寒い
strike.
と風邪ひいたりもするでしょ。でおまけに肌も乾燥してくるし、
Down the third baseline.
湿疹が出たりしよるからね、また痒なってくるんですよね。
Into the windup
夏場は
and
そ
the
れは
pitch.
ないからあれですけど。
Fouled away. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. And there's one away.
まあ、よっぽど寒くてしょうがなかったらもう暖房入れ
Ready
ますけ
now
ど。
is Sam Haggerty
まだ
looking
そ
to
こま
put
で
the
の
ball
あれ
in
じゃない
play
ですけ
here.
ど。
He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, man. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to
湿
find
疹
a
はほ
way
んまに
to
ね、
make
か
this
ゆい
pitcher
ん
work
で
a
ね、
little bit harder.
薬を塗らんと、そこでまたかきむしると余計にひどなるからね。
But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
First offering. Kyle Lewis is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. It's still an 8-1 ball
1
game.
本しか打ってない。
All ready to go in the top
さ
of the
すがに
fifth.
ちょっ
And
と
coming
今
forward
月
now
爽
is
や
the
か行くの
shortstop
は
Andrelton
難し
Simmons.
そうですね。
Andrelton.
やっぱ来年になりそうですね。こないだ年明けたと思ったんですけど、なんやかんやもう
First pitch on its way.
ついていきましたね。
Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
変えなあかんか。
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a
まあ
double.
今
I'm
年
sure
も
he's
なん
feeling
や
a
かん
lot better about
や
the way
いろい
he's
ろあり
going
ましたけ
right
ど
now.
ね。
A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Domingo Tapia gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his
まあで
guys.
も今年はやっぱ爽やかというものに出会えたのが良かったですね。全く知らんかったんでね、あれね。
The 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And Haggerty's there to make the catch. There's one gone. Next up, Kyle Garlick. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
ケンさんに聞かんかったらもうまだ知ってなかったと思いますよ。
Count now a ball and a strike.
もうほんま定期的にね、ちょこちょこと食べに行き
And
たい
a
ですね
check。swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. High in the air out to center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. So here is Williams Astudillo.
まだそこまで遠くないからね。あれがまた東京の方まで行かなあかんとかなるとさすがにちょっと
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch
簡
right
単
there.
に行くのは
Big
むずいですけ
velocity
ど。
up and in for a
まだ
strike
そ
two.
こまで
I mean,
遠な
you
い
saw
から
this guy flinch at the plate. He was thinking that buzzed the tower, but then to get it popped to strike is tough.
White in foul ground, and that will end the inning. Twins wind up stranding one, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact, easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The right fielder.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Braden Bishop is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0.
まあでも4年10ヶ月ぶりにスマホを買い替えるという年になりましたからね。
Now the 2-0.
That's ball 3.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Swinging on 3-0. Now 3 balls and a strike.
あとは5の買い替えとかね。
Hit hard on the ground is short. Taken in by Simmons. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting.
And now in the box, Donnie Walton. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases.
まああとは壊れたモニターを捨てれたのが良かったですね。あとサウンドの機材も捨てれたから。まさか最寄りの家電量販店で処分してくれるとは思わなかったから。
So now to the plate, J.P. Crawford. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Here's the first pitch to him. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete.
なるべくすっきり捨てたい方なんでね。結構人によったら捨てられんとずっと置いてる人とかいますけど、自分の場合はどんどんいらんと思ったら捨てまくるんで、あんまごちゃごちゃいらんの置くのが嫌なんですよね。
And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
2-1 now to the Twins' leadoff man. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. Long over to his left. And that's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate is Luis Arias. Last time through was a base hit. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. 8 runs on 13 hits and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Haggerty will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Nelson Cruz stands in looking for home run number 3 right here as you see what he's done so far in this one.
あとはあれですね、なんか今年は トラック系のゲームに目覚めましたね。
First pitch of the AB on its way. 2 out, nobody on. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
でもなかなか家庭用のゲーム機でなんか質のいいトラックゲームってあんまないんですよね。大概もパソコンの方ばっかりやからね。
Groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Into the windup and the pitch.
いろんなトラック系は出とるんですけど、なんかもう一つね、外れが多いというか。
All I know is these guys don't need any more help to get on base. Believe it or not, that's the first walk they've gotten. They've done all their damage the hard way. See if they can add to it here.
Josh Donaldson is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
2 balls and a strike now.
になると思いますけどね。
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff
初
working right
詣
now.
とかそんな
Somebody
んも
has to
基
make an
本い
adjustment.
かん
We're
人
seeing
や
a
ん
lot
で
of
ね。
late swings. No one's getting a front foot down. No one's
よう
getting the
31 日
baseball.
に除夜の鐘を聞きに行くとかいろんな人いますけど、あと紅白を見るとかね。
Waved at and missed
まあ
for the
全然
third
そんなもん
out.
見る
Not
こ
much
と
of
も
a
ない
chance
し、
at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Minnesota, but no matter, they lead it 8-2.
昔に比べたらそんな面白いテレビもだいぶ減ってるみたいですけどね。
In now the Mariners DH, Ty France. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a
ね、
gap
ハ
to
ル
get
さん
this
とかは
offense
初
going.
詣と
Two
か行くん
hits
で
as
す
a
か。
team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic and motion,
福
he might
袋と
have
か
some.
もよう売ってますけど、全然買いたいとか
Strike
思わない
2
ですけど、
swinging just out in front of the slider.
There's a
新
pitch we
春
haven't
初売
seen
り
in
セ
a
ールと
while.
かなんか
It's
ね、
going to
い
be
ろいろ
tough
やっ
on
て
the
ます
hitters
け
if
ど、
they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
In the air out to straightaway left. Garlic comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Evan White. He grounded out last time up. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. 2 runs on 2 hits. And no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And a half
いや
swing here, but this is in
人
there
混
for
み
a called
嫌いや
strike
から
2.
部屋でゴロゴロ。
Man, this
あ
guy's
あ、
really pitched well so
確かに
far,
めちゃくちゃい
attacking the
ますもん
strike
ね。
zone, and he's
初
really
日の出
kept
見に
these
行ったり
hitters
と
off
か、
balance.
寒いしね、
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
夜
And that's
中
a
に
nice
よう
take by
行
the
く人
batter
い
right
ますけ
there,
ど、
but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Did well just to make contact
とに
there
か
as he
く寒
spoils
い
off
ん
a
で
good
すよ。
changeup. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
He's just ringing up
年賀
strikeouts
状と
left
か
and
も
right.
全
But
然
what's really
書
impressive
か
to
ない
me,
です
he
からね。
hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Stepping in now, Luis Torrens. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
でも店とかも元旦から空いてるとこ多いですもんね。まあスーパーとか一部閉まりますけど。
Swing and he takes this the other way to right. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Mariners are down in order, still 8-2. seventh inning ready to roll and set to go is the veteran first baseman Miguel
まあ
Sano.
昔はまあテレビがあったからね、なんやかんや見てましたけど、テレビないから別にそんな
Infield in the
これが見
overshift
たい
here
とかも
now.
な
The
いし。
pitch. Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left
Oh.
field. Haggerty is going to get back and he'll put this one away
Ah,
on the
Sakamori
warning track for the first out.
酒盛り飲んで食
In
っ
now is
て
Andrelton Simmons, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so
飲み
far.
食い祭りですか。
Now the first pitch.
Ball. Count 1-0.
One out, nobody on. One ball, one strike, the count. Hit back up the middle,
Yeah,
and that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate now, Jake Cave.
あ
He'll
ん
take
ま
a
り
look
餅
at
と
his
か
strikeout
食べ
on the
ないけ
outside
どね。
corner. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
まあおせちとかね、いろいろありますけど、
And that's into the corner
そ
of
こ
foul
まで
ball
お
and
せち
right.
が食べたいか言われると、そうでもないっていう。
Ground
見
ball
ました。
sent back up the middle. A bare hand for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out
お
of the
せ
inning.
ちってそ
No
もそ
runs
も
on a
冷え
hit,
と
no
るから
errors,
ね、
and no one left.
冷
We'll
たい
move
か
on
ら
now to the bottom half of the seventh. Get up and stretch.
熱いのが
It's
食べ
the
たいです
Twins
よね。
8 and the Mariners 2. Digging in now for the Mariners, Sam Haggerty. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
The left fielder, Sam.
Here's the first pitch.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
うん、おせちは食べない。あ
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Looking up is the right fielder.
Oh,
and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. 6th home run on the season for him. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep, but combined 5 times in this one.
Yeah, Matty B, this has always been known as one of the better pitchers' ballpark. Ken Griffey didn't like to hit here. A-Rod didn't like to hit here. The only guy that seemed to like to hit at this place was Ichiro. Definitely a pitcher's ballpark.
Yeah, without question, Dan. And that's
まあ
why
あ
what they
と
were
はあ
able
れ
to
でしょ
accomplish
う。
today
お
with
年
such a
玉
high
と
home
か
run
ね、
total. Just screams to the ball flying today. Maybe there was a jet
昔は
stream
よう
going
戻っ
out
て
to the
ましたよ、
gaps.
お
I
年
don't
玉。
know. But what we saw today is not the norm.
Sano is under it as he puts it away for round number 1. Digging in will be
よ
Braden
くなん
Bishop. He
か
bounced
正
out
月
last
に
time up.
親戚の家行ったりとかしてましたけどね。
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
A ball and a strike. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Man, hard to understand why a guy who runs so well would take such a big hack like that one.
And he fouls this one off.
That was an excellent pitch right there. After going soft away, he pounds hard in, and that's a nice
Yeah.
pitch.
He's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take
逆に
advantage
親
of the
戚
strength
が
of
多
his
い
game,
と
which is his
お
speed. But
年
with the
玉は
strikeout
結
right
構
there,
ね
you
も
can't
らえ
get
るん
on
です。
first base if you strike out.
At the plate, Donnie Walton, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Swing and a liner. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Ah.
He'll get it into second.
ああ、やばい。
The
赤。こ
tag,
れ
and
は
they'll
赤。
get him at second. And with that, his side is retired.
まあでも
One
ま
in
あ、
the inning, and it comes from a rather
年齢により
unlikely
ますけど、
power
だいたい
source.
5000円と
We'll
か、
march on to the eighth.
普
It's now
通に
8
1
to
万
3.
が当たり前になってるというか、まあ、1万以上渡すことはないですけどね。大概5000円とか1万とか。
As he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
No balls and a strike to count. Popped him up.
よっしゃ。
Torrens is under it. 2 down. Now into the box is Byron Buxton. Flew out last time up. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Hit in the air to left field. And Haggerty's under it to make the play and retire the side.
子供の頃はもら
Breaking
うん
news.
が
Birds
あ
love
れでしたけど、
baseball,
逆に渡す
especially the
側になる
popcorn
と
that follows it.
な
It's
かな
back
か
to
痛いです
Seattle
よ
right
ね。
after this. Cody Stashak will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. Leading off the inning, it'll be
一番もらってた時になんやかんや10万ぐらいあったんちゃいますかね。いろんな人からもらって。
First pitch on its way. The 0-1 on its way. Fouled away. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
ああ、多い時で10万前
And they'll
後ぐ
try
ら
to
いで
get
す
him
か。
fishing there, but he won't
総
offer in
額
the
で。
dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
だいたい5000
I
円
think he's
1
showing
万
you
が
right
多か
there.
った
He's
か
trying
ら
to。put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
Full count now. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
さすがにあれでしょ。自分のとこの子供には渡さんとは思うんですけど。
Another full count pitch home. Pops this one up. Stashak
まあよ
has
その
room
子
in
供に
foul
あげたりとか
territory.
は。
One down. Twins are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Into the box, Shedlong Jr. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. He's
ああ、で
over
も
2 in
昔
the
は
ballgame
よ
so
う、ね、
far.
親戚集まったりとかしてましたけど、最近もそういうのがなくなってきましたね、なんかね。
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing.
まあみんなって言ったらあれですけど。
On the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
集まってた人らもも 高齢化になってるからね。
Sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your back.
会いに行くのがも
You're scuffling so
う
bad.
難しなってるというか。
Standing in now, Ty France. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
うん。
A ball and a strike.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
いや
1 and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
Outside, that's the ball.
うん。ないですね。ほんまはコンタクト買いに行こうかな思ったんですけど、月曜日にしますわ。土曜日多分混んでると思うんでね。まだ平日の方が混みはマシやと思う。1年ぶりのコンタクト攻撃ですけど、危ない。調べた去年の12月にコンタクト買ってましたね。
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter given at bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out.
どっちにしろ眼科でちょっと検査もしてもらいながら新しいレンズ買って
Kyle Seager will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners at the corners and 1 out in the inning.
まあコンタクト屋の横に眼科がくっついてるんですよ。
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out.
コンタクトの受付やってそのまま眼科隣行って検査が終わったそのままカルテをコンタクト屋に渡すっていう。うん、家におるときは大概メガネですけどね。外とか仕事行くときとかはもうほぼほぼコンタクトですけど。メガネで仕事すると結構ね、メガネが汚れる率高いですよ。
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
夏場とかの汗かくとき、レンズにすぐ汗が垂れてついてまうんですね。あれが最悪でね。
Good battle. Count remains full.
ちょうどレンズ離れてる割になんかレンズにすぐついてまうでしょ。うん。マスクしとったら曇ってくるでしょ。なんぼなんか曇りにくいとかなんとか言うても結局曇りますからね。
But that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
よっしゃ、また点入った。ああ、これかいな。来年はコンタクト、今までコンタクトやってなかったんですか。コンタクトも長いですね。だいぶ前かコンタクトやってますよ。はじめはよくハードのレンズにするかとか言って試しにやったことあるんですけど、あれめっちゃ痛くてね、ようつけんかったですよ、ハード。
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count.
目入れるだけでもも
He's
う
gonna have to
涙
set
が
his
止ま
sights
ら
a
んく
little
て、
lower right there.
これあ
That
か
pitch
ん
was
わ
able
と思
to
って。
get by him. His swing was just a little under that.
ハードの場合は水洗いできるからいいんですけど、
France, the runner at third.
あれ
Seager
落として
is
割
over
れた
at
りもす
second
る
with
から
one
ね。
down in the inning.
あ、コンタクト使ったことないですか。
Just a bit low, tough call, but it's
コン
2-2.
タクトはやっぱね、
Regardless of the
ソ
result
フ
right
トと
here,
ハード
to
があ
be
るんです
down
けど、
0-2
ソ
and
フトや
work
っ
it
たら
back to an even count,
さっ
gotta
と
feel
入っ
like it's a
て
win
楽
for
です
the
からね。
offense.
The 2-2.
ハードはね、
He is swung on and
めっ
missed.
ち
He
ゃ
got him on
慣れん
strikes.
人は目が痛くてしょうがないです。まあおすすめはソフトのコンタクトですけど、まああとはワンデーとか2週間コンタクトとか1ヶ月ぐらい持つやつもあるんかな。高いコンタクトやったらずーっと洗って消毒してとか
To the plate now, Sam Haggerty.
長持ちはするけど、初めなんか自分2週間コンタクトとかやっとったんですけど、あれもだから帰ってきて外して手でこうこすり洗いしてで保管するちっこいケースがあるんですけど、そこにレンズ浸して次の朝までほったらかしみたいな、あれようやってたんですけど、あれが途中からめんどくそなってきてね毎回外してこうこすり洗いしてまあまあ言うたらポリデントみたいなもんですよ。液体につけて6時間か8時間ぐらいつけとかなダメなんですよ。
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Mariners forced to
まあ
settle
そ
for
れを
one.
やってたけど、なん
Ninth
か
inning
手
coming
も
up.
汚れて
It's
く
the
るし、
Twins 8 and the M's 4.
まあ、仕事でどうしても手が汚れやすかったから、それでレンズこすったりし
Kyle
ったから、
Seager will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at
まあ
first
それやっ
base.
たらも
Tom Murphy will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
毎回だから指先でこうレンズピューとこすっ
And
て、
now here is Luis Arias.
で
And to
ポチャ
start
ンと
out the
こう入
inning,
れ
it
るんです
looks
よ。
like they've decided to stick with the same reliever
で
out
6時
there.
間
Dan.
ぐらい確か放置してたと思うんですけど、それぐらい待たんと消毒が完了しないんですよ。でまたその液体代も結構かか
Off
っ
we
てく
go
る
in
ん
the
ですよ。
ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one.
毎日使ってるから結局液体だけでも何も種類がよくあるんですけどね。いやそれがもう途中からもうめんどくさなったから、もうワンデーの使い捨てレンズに
And he
変えま
fires
した
in a
けど、なん
strike
か
this
帰
time,
って
make
き
it
た
one
らも
ball and one
う
strike.
外して捨てるっていう、そういうレンズで。
Now a swing and a miss at
ま
a
あそれや
slider
っ
for
た
a
ら毎
strike.
回ね、外してこすって洗ってとか、つけ置きとかせんでええから、それが楽なんですよね。
Fastball called strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
まあその代わりやっぱね、値段はそれなりに
So
するんで
next
す
to
けど、
bat will be Nelson Cruz. It was a walk in his last
まあだ
trip.
から2週間コンタクトがまあ一番手頃っちゃ手
Wheels
頃
and
なんです
deals.
けどね。
Here's the first pitch. Popped
手
him up.
頃やけど結局
Seager is there.
洗う液体も買わ
And
な
he
ダメで
brings
すよ。
it in for the second out of the inning.
液体ボトルみたい
Now the
な。
number
でそ
4
れをやりな
Minnesota
がらま
hitter,
た
Josh
たまになん
Donaldson.
か
He was sat down on
タン
strikes
パ
in
ク
his
質を
last
取
at bat.
る錠剤みたいなのが別であるんですよ。それをあれもどれぐらいやってたんか
Here's the first pitch to
な。1
him.
ヶ月に1回ぐらいかなんかやってたような。まあ今はどうなってるかわかんないですけどね。多分まだそんなんやってんちゃいますかね。
Two out, nobody on.
まあだから 資金的に余裕があるんやったら、ワンデーコンタクトおすすめですけどね。とにかくね、いろんなメーカーが出しまくってるからね、どれがええんやらわけわからんっていう。ああ、目薬苦手なんすか。まあでもソフトはね、めちゃくちゃつけやすいですよ。眼球にピュッと吸い付くからね。なんかつけてる感じがせえへんっていうか。そんな違和感もないし、レンズ自体表と裏があるから、開けて見た時に若干この丸みが反ってたりせん場合はあれなんですけど、それで表か裏かを判断するんですけど、まあ今のやつやったら多分だいぶ性能が良くなってるからより目が乾きにくいとかいろいろ出てると思うんですけどね。
Batting average down in the low 210s. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's
寝
just
て
trying
ま
to
うと
excite
やば
the
いです
boys
け
and
ど
get one on the board.
ね。ちょっと横になって寝てもうたりすると視界がまためっちゃ見にくくなったりね。たまになんかすごい人寝て起きたらレンズが目の裏側に入ったとかっていう人もおるらしいんですけどあれは稀やと思いますけど、だからつけっぱなしで寝てまうのが一番あかんから、寝るんやったら外さんとレンズがね目の裏側に入ってまうってなかなか珍しいケースですけど、だからね、ある程度長時間つけるんやったらコンタクトと思いますよ。朝出かける前につけて仕事終わって帰って外すっていう。多分今のレンズやったら軽く12時間ぐらい持つんちゃいますかね。
Bases are empty, one man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
自分もだから朝仕事行く前つけて、昔長い時も14、15時間つけてましたから、まあでもあんまりずっとつけてると目が痛なってくるから、なるべくだから12時間ぐらい外した方がいいとは思うんですけど。
There's ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
まあ、あとはなんか朝起きた時にね、なんか頭がめっちゃ痛いとか、そういう時はつけん方がいいですよね。休日用にコンタクト。あれもだから1箱だいたい30個ぐらい入ってたんかな。箱で売ってるんですよ、あれ。なんか右目左目やから30枚30枚60枚ですよね。
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Therefore, it is
まあ
Donaldson, and
今
there
もっ
are
と
two
細か
away
くな
now.
ってんかもしらんすけど、自分はいつも
Up next,
1ヶ月
JP
分を
Crawford. He comes to
箱
the
で買
plate
う
as
から、
the last chance for his side. Two out here in the ninth. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped up. And that is going to wrap things up
なんか
as the
片目
catch is made
30枚、
and the Twins
片目
have come back
30
to
枚の
even
計
up this
60枚。
series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. 8-4 tonight.
多分
The
1ヶ月
Minnesota
分やったらどれ
Twins
ぐらいで
jumped
しょう
out to
ね。
an early lead in the first and never looked back.
まあ物にも
Michael
よると思
Pineda
うんですけ
earns
ど、
win number 4 on the season. Just as Sheffield struggled and gets
自
the
分の
loss
場合だ
after
か
giving
ら、
up 6
その
earned.
1ヶ月
So
分
that will wrap
3
things
箱買う
up
んで
for
すよ。
Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and
毎
our whole
月買い
crew
に
on
行くんが
Memphis
めんどく
Excursion.
さいから
You've been watching
3
MLB
ヶ
The
月
Show.
ま
For
とめ
more,
て
head to theshow.com.
買ってましたね。あんまり使わんのやったら1ヶ月分だけでもええと思うんですけど。多分なんかまとめて買うと割引があるとかってね、なんか言ってたような。買う人は結構がっつり買うらしいんですけど、そこまでね、あんまり買い込んでもあれやから。まあ初めてやったらまあ1ヶ月分ぐらいでええんちゃいますかね。どっちにしろ一回つける練習とかもせなあかんからね。まあその辺はまあ眼科とか行ったら、お試し用のレンズとかでやってくれると思うんですけど。大概でもあれちゃいますかね。眼科とそのコンタクト屋がセットになってるパターンがあるんですけど、まあ、ないとこはもう眼科だけ行って処方箋出してもらってね。でそれをコンタクト屋に持って行って、であとはどれか選ぶかっていう。だから店によったら要件店頭並んでるんですよ。いろんなメーカーのが。まあ、値段も安いのもあれば高いのもあるし。まあそれはもういっぱいあるからね、あれなんですけど。いろいろいいものは値段高いですけどね。ああ。多分有名どこやったらアイシティとかいうレンズ屋があるんですよ。あれ多分全国展開やってるみたいですけど。あれは多分ね、店舗数かなりあると思いますよ。そこを自分の行ってるとこは、一回見てもらったらなんか1年間は処方箋が有効なんですよ。水曜日が休みだから、そうなんですか。それまた。だからどっちにしろ検査はせんとね、販売してくれへんから、検査して処方箋もらって、でそれに合わせたコンタクトを買わなあかんからね。3ヶ月分で 30、30、60、60かける3ってことは180枚か。うん。去年のでも調べたら、3ヶ月分まとめて買ってなんか2万4、5千円って書いてたような気がするんですけどね。1ヶ月分やったら8000円ぐらいなんですかね、あれ。自分の買ってんのは。両目になるから、だから8000円ってことは片目分やったら4000円ですか。片目30枚4000円で、もう片目が30枚4000円で、両目で8000円ぐらいちゃいますか。それを3ヶ月やから2万4000円とか、それぐらいですかね。まとめて買うとちょっと安くするとかいう、そういうやり方もやってますけど。だから両目やったらなんやかんや、やっぱ5000円とか6000円ぐらいするんちゃいます。あとは性能にこだわるかこだわらんか。乾きにくいレンズとか、いろいろね、歌い文句で販売しとるから。その辺は自分の好みで選ばんとあれですけどね。店員さんとかもこれがええですよとかね、新製品でああやこうやとか絶対言ってきよるから。ちょっとでも高いのをね、買わそうとするっていう。でも、ワンデーはほんまに、その日外してそのまま捨てるだけやからね。毎回こすって洗ってつけ置きしてがなくなるから、その辺がめっちゃ楽ですけどね。あとレンズがやっぱ清潔ですよね。毎回毎回新しいレンズやから、汚れもない状態やからね。よっしょ。さあ、終わりましょうか。めんどくさがりやから、絶対楽は楽ですからね。外して捨てるっていう。はい、お疲れ様でした。さあ、ではではではでは。